Brought into the world on the 20th of February, 1988. Original name: Robin Rihanna Fenty. Nation of birth: US. Melodic type: dancehall, pop, reggae, R&B, soul. Rihanna is beyond question the greatest music star of the mid-21st hundred years. Be that as it may, before you start, remember to click here to buy, and assuming you like this video, and turn on all warnings so you don't miss any of our next recordings. We're beginning. Robin Rihanna Fenty, otherwise known as Rihanna, was brought into the world on February the 20th, 1988 in Barbados. The little kid was just 16 when the New York maker Evan Rogers found her during his getaway on the Caribbean island. Fallen captivated by her, he chooses to take her with him to NYC to record a demo. The demo is then shipped off many record organizations, including Def Jam Records. Its leader, the American rapper Jay-Z, is vanquished by the 12 titles and doesn't hold back the slightest bit to make him sign an agreement on his mark. Still under the administration of Evan Rogers, Rihanna delivered her most memorable collection, Music of the Sun, in August 2005. The single, Pon de Replay, was a genuine hit across the Atlantic. He even figures out how to put himself at number 2 in the announcement rankings. Altogether, 2 million duplicates of this collection are sold across the planet. 8 months after this first creation, The Magnificence with Emerald Eyes rehashes the accomplishment with A Young Lady Like Me, which shows up in stores in April 2006. Her single, SOS, becomes number 1 in the American outlines. Will follow Great Young Lady Turned Sour, whose singles Umbrella, Accomplishment, Jay-Z, and Don't Stop the Music affirm the ability of the star to chain the hits. Toward the start of 2009, Rihanna stood out as truly newsworthy after the blows from Chris Brown, her friend at that point. The photographs are stunning. Fans all over the planet. Notwithstanding the shock, Rihanna keeps on dealing with her new collection. This was delivered in November 2009. Submersed, mature rated, it seems hazier and more electro, strikingly through the single Russian Roulette. Later Discourteous Kid, she delivered the single TMO, the clasp of which was taken shots at the Château de Vigny in Paris, with a totally heavenly Letitia Castor as visitor star. Later Restricted, clearly hit stores on November the 15th, 2010. Once more, this fifth collection is a global hit, because of the titles, Just Young Lady number 1 of every 14 nations, What's My Name, a 2-part harmony with Drake, and Love the Manner in Which You Fostered, Part 2, with rapper Eminem. The title, Who's That Chick, as a team with David Guetta, shows up on the reissue of the French DJ's One Love collection, called Another Affection. For her boisterous visit, The Magnificence broke a record by selling every one of the tickets for her 10 shows at the O2 Field in London. In November 2011, Talk That Discussion, Rihanna's 6th collection, was delivered. The lead single, We Tracked Down Affection, broke everything in its way and arrived at number 1 out of 18 nations, and in the main 10 out of 30 nations. It beat the announcement Hot 100 for a considerable length of time. The music video won Video of the Year at the 2012 MTV Video Music Grants, making Rihanna the main lady to win the honor at least a couple of times. The title, Where Have You Been, is one of the hits of summer 2012. Rihanna's 7th collection, Proud, was delivered on November the 16th, 2012. Lead single Jewels bested iTunes graphs around the world. To advance the collection, the star takes off on November the 14th in a 777 visit, 7 shows, 7 nations, 7 days. A pharaonic organization, which takes Rihanna from Paris to New York, by means of Mexico City. The Precious Stones world visit, his 5th visit, will begin on Walk 13, 2013. With this new collection, Proud, Rihanna needs to answer her naysayers, and her fans follow her with perpetually enthusiasm. This creation has sold something like 3.2 million duplicates around the world. Conveyed by a first single, Precious Stones, and a second, Remain highlighting Mickey Echo, it won every one of the votes. The clasp for Remain was disclosed on February the 12th, 2013. The vocalist seemed bare in her bath. Straightforwardly positioned number of singles deals in the US and in numerous different nations, this title doesn't satisfy everybody. Upon its delivery, it was prohibited for those under 18 on the YouTube stage, prior to being noticeable again to everybody a couple of days after the fact. For Rihanna and her fans, it doesn't make any difference. The vocalist becomes, on April the 22nd, 2013, the solitary craftsman, adding up to 10 number 1 in the Billboard Pop Tunes positioning in the US, and the complete offer of her singles on lawful download stages adds up to 60 millions. Thank you very much for watching this video, and see you soon.